Dreamers! Episode 74, Daydreaming, coming right at you. Oh man, so good to see you guys again. Hopefully you guys are stoked for another week of Dream Streaming action. And I apologize if you guys hear the fan in the background. It's just way too hot otherwise to do this if I didn't have it going. Anyways, let's go ahead and fast on forward. So tomorrow will be Retro Fridays. Guys, SSJ Sharpie's gonna be here. We're gonna be in cosplay. It's gonna be sexy. It's gonna be lit. We're gonna have fun playing zombies, ate my neighbors, probably die again, but I hope not. So we're gonna go ahead and go after that. Hopefully we beat it this week. That'd be nice, because I'd like to think that in the future, him and I could play another game or whatnot instead of, you know, it's usually about 4 hours of the stream, because Zombies Ate My Neighbors is a really long game, and it's nice to get some breaks in there from time to time as well. So that's what we'll do. Then once we're done with that, we'll roll into some other games, probably a little bit of Punch Out and something else. We always do. We always try to find something else to put up in there. Okay, Saturday, Steam Saturdays. We're going to be looking forward to doing some Darkest Dungeon. I don't know if I'll play any other games. I really want to play Darkest Dungeon. Kind of fiending pretty hard for it. And so I'm looking forward to that. And yeah, that's what Steam Saturdays is going to be all about. Sunday, Speedrun Sunday. Let's see here. We are going to definitely go after Link's Awakening. We're going to get that sub 2 hours, guys. This next time, I think I'll know the route better. I will also know how to do the pause trick even better. So we should definitely be sub 2 hours. Again, I just learned by rereading the rules, I can't die. So if I die in the run at all, like officially die, not where I use that health potion thing where when I die it automatically fills me back up as part of the trick. If I can go ahead and beat it without dying, that's how we qualify. So we got to do that. So if we die sometime early on in the run, got to reset it. I didn't know this. Now we do. Then though, we will go into Contra Japanese any percent. I'm kind of motivated to do so, especially since somebody knocked me from. I already knew the guy that when I originally got into third place and had been knocked down, it was by like less than a second, right? He got motivated and he went after it and he got back into third and knocked me down to fourth. And I was okay with that for a while as we worked on other categories. And then someone came out of nowhere and just knocked me down from, from fourth to fifth. And it's like, no, it's too soon. So we got to work on that, try and get ourselves back into fourth place. Hopefully we can. They set up a good time, but I feel it's doable. It's not at a point where I'm like, we can't do that. Like I currently feel about the world record times for all those categories that I am running, except the 2-player. The 2-player, I still feel it's a possibility, even though the time is amazing for the 2-player one. Okay, and the Mega Man 2, we're gonna put together, guys, that Wily 4 will not keep on stopping us. It won't, and we're gonna get a new PB. Mondays, though, let's mix it up. So I'm not quite sure what we're going to roll on into this next week. We got some choices. We can go back to Enter the Gungeon. We could even, keep playing Darkest Dungeon. We could play a litany of other games that are available, and I'd be kind of stoked to do so. Let's see here. What else? I'm sorry, we'll be doing the podcast on Monday as far as I know, so I'm pretty stoked that that's going to be on the docket for Monday nights. And then on Tuesday we'll finish out and wrap up the week with Time Tuesdays, again going after Contra and Mega Man 2. Hopefully we are doing a different category on Tuesday, because hopefully that means we got a PB on Sunday night, right? Other things to look forward to, the workouts. Had a great workout today with Power Crunch. It was a very necessary workout. It was, things just happen in life, and it's not right, it's not fair, and so we hung out. He needed that soundboard, if you want to call it, and it worked out hard. Would we want to work out longer? Yeah, but it's been a really draining time, and there's times where you just need to make yourself available to people. It's not convenient all the time, and some days I guess it's just not physically possible based off of what your circumstances are. But just always consider an opportunity to take someone's bad situation, right? It doesn't mean you have all the answers. It doesn't mean that you solved the problem. But by being there and helping them conjure up answers, conjure up ideas, conjure up thoughts, positive vibes, even swirled up on in there, and it's just something that we should do, even if they're not your friend, even if they're not your family member. We should be able to do so. Obviously, I can understand why it would be harder to relate to those you don't know because you just don't understand their situation. But at least for your friends, for your family, you should be able to provide that for them from time to time. Again, we're not talking about going into some really deep mental explanations and analysis or anything. We're talking about being there for somebody, letting them talk off. You have an idea, they have an idea, and you guys are able to kind of make sense of a sour situation. And again, guys, that's what being a dreamer is all about, right? Just because our self hasn't reached our pinnacle, just because we aren't at the most umpteenth degree of awesome that we want to be, doesn't mean we can't do something little that allows those people to get up out of that ditch so that they can now get back on the track to being awesome and dreaming like we all want to dream. You cannot forget that. And you sometimes I feel like I'm ranting when I bring up those kind of topics. But at the same time, I feel like it's necessary that we're not real enough with each other all the time. And I understand if you don't want to say, what you're attracted to or something, something along those lines, where it's like, well, I've got quite a open mind, and where I can understand those kinds of topics, those kinds of thought processes. But when it comes to being positive, something like people think helping people means that we should be giving them money, or we should be giving them a bunch of stuff, materialistic kind of things. And there's ways that we could still help people that doesn't always have to revolve around money, especially if that's a sensitive issue for oneself, right? And yeah, we can just do things that don't cost any money. I understand time costs money. That saying goes, right? But how valuable is it that you're willing to sacrifice something that could be worth money, but you're sacrificing your time for that individual that I assume probably did the same thing for you at some point, will do it for you. Even if they don't, then now you've learned. You gave your all, and just like any kind of situation that we're striving for, is we have to give our all. We're not just going to quit. It was a really cool quote that I made sure to pass on into Instagram today for you guys to check out, and hopefully you guys saw it from General MacArthur, and it was, "Aging wrinkles the body. Quitting wrinkles the soul." And I really thought that was quite an awesome and powerful, very simple quote. And so I made sure to put that out there for you guys on Instagram. And I hope you were able to catch it, and maybe it motivated you. Maybe it pulled you out of a ditch. Maybe it got you thinking, you know what? Yeah, you're right. I need to motivate my soul again. Whatever it might be. Maybe it's your body. Well, I'm not to tell you which one, as long as you're not hurting anybody, right? And again, just looking forward to this next week with you dreamers, because you guys help me dream harder, and I hope I help you guys dream harder. And we go after PBs. We try to have a good lot of fun. You guys have some health questions, ask away. Now, granted, remember, there's only so many things that I can know the answers to. I don't know every possible thing. But you know what? Unless you ask, I'm not going to be able to tell you yes or no on whatever. And if I don't know, I probably still have an idea where you can find that information. And I'd be like, hey, you trust me? Well, check it over here, and you'll probably get the information that you're looking for, since I don't know it. And you'll be like, oh, if only, thank you. I just need to know where to go. And bam, you did it. Now you're able to take up your own thoughts with that information, and none of it was convoluted by me. That's great. You're making those decisions, and you can feel strong and confident that you made these life decisions. You just need a little bit of over there. That's the right place to go. Excellent. All right, dreamers. Yesterday's episode was right over here. You guys have, again, shown a ton of support by subscribing right here. And I will catch you on tomorrow's Dream Stream episode, Retro Fridays. Dream on, dream on!